Good evening, my name is Rain, and welcome to Perfect Date. So this is a game that I found on Steam just browsing around for fun, and anything with cats is going to catch my eye because I love cats. They're my favorite animal, but I thought this was a game where you play as a cat, dating cats, but I think you play as a human dating cats. I don't know why, but I think you're some sort of scientist. How dating cats plays into that? Guess we'll find out. But I thought it looked cute. I thought it looked funny. So I thought we'd just give it a shot. Okay, so starting a new game. It looks like we have to pick a character. Oh, look how the faces change. It's so cute. Let's see. Who do I want to play as? I don't know. This chick. Why not? Enter a name. Let's just go with my name. Rain. That's me. And accept. Autosave. Where's autosave feature? Please don't turn off your games. I'm an angel. What happens if I reject the autosave notification? Cat devil? What the hell? I'm very confused. Okay. So apparently if you reject the autosave notification, you go to hell straight away. Well, what do we have here? It looks like a human. It smells like a human. And I'm sure it will taste like a human. And yet, it calls itself a devil. How is that even possible? Okay, that picture in the corner? This is creepy. All the universe, above and below the earth, knows that I am the devil, the one and only, the original and everlasting, you sniveling, lying, trembling creature. Allow me to school you on the ways of hell! I didn't sign up for this. You call yourself Rain, and yet you and I both know that is a lie. You are my minion. Rain the Lioness. Okay, that's my Steam name. That's a little bit weird. Sure. You are in my domain now. There's only one voice to listen to, one authority to be obeyed, one to serve. No, I don't serve anyone. I am the master of everything! Excuse me, I will fight you. But, Rain the Lioness, I am a sporting devil too. It would be so easy to crush you into eternal damnation right here, right now. But where's the fun? So this is what I'll do. You have a chance, a slim one, at redemption. Answer the following question correctly, and you may escape my clutches for now. Yes, I'll do anything you say, oh great master. No. Do your worst, horn dog. That's more like what I would actually say. Up yours, horn dog! I look so unimpressed down there in the corner. Ha ha ha. Ah ha. Okay, calm yourself. Okay, the glitches. What? Chapter 1. Okay, just like that, we're just gonna go into the game? I'm a little scared now. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked that. Do I go back? Nah. Rebellious forever. I'm not sure how long we've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout. Island approach! Make yourself ready! Thanks, Joe. I'm finally here. When I applied last month, I was just another broke student living off baked beans. Relatable. And didn't really think I had a chance of being accepted to be part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. Okay, so It's a cat island research team. So we're going to research the cat island, and then we're gonna date the cats? Yeah, here it is. The little black dot in the distance, growing bigger by the second, is the infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months. Isn't there an actual cat island, though? Or is that just a city? No, that's Rabbit Island. Is there a cat island? I would want to go to a cat island. I like cats, but I also need, really strong allergy medication. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they accepted someone else's application, accidentally sent the offer to me? I rummage in my bag until I find the papers. DPRI, DP Corporation. Okay. Dear Rain, we are pleased to be able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Pauper at our research facility on Cat Island. The position will be for an initial period of 8 weeks. Your contract will be sent separately. We look forward to working with you. Yours sincerely, Professor Pauper, PhD, BSc, HONS, DPG? Hans? DPG? Cool. No mistake. That's my name, right there in the top left corner. Rain. And there's his name at the bottom, the genius behind this whole operation. Professor Pauper, science genius, and my new boss. I look up from my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching before us. It seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black rocks. Seems like a safe place. As we get closer, we're not slowing down, and I begin to worry that we're going to crash into them. Then, at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards the jetty through an opening in the rocks. Maybe they should have slowed down. What if we just all crashed into Cat Island and died? Who's driving this boat? I blow out the Beth. I blow Beth. Wait, that sounded wrong. I blow out the breath I've been holding and break into a smile. Nicely done, Skipper! Sure. Nicely done, almost crashing us into the island. The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie, and shouts rather brusquely. Bob. He kind of looks like Bob Pancakes from The Sims 4. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need. Great English. Thank you. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his son and pick up my bags, ready to disembark. We glide seamlessly up to the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He is greeted by a bulky man in a uniform, who I take to be a security officer of some kind. Zane Jones. Zane is such a cool name, though. Joe. Sir, caught you a mouse. Wait, you brought him a mouse? Are you a cat? And then he laughs loudly, as though he said the funniest thing he's ever heard. It's very disconcerting. The security guard remains surly and turns his attention to me. Let's be having you, then. Excuse me? What? He holds out his large hand, which I assume is an offer to help me off the boat. But as I reach out to take it, he snatches it away, throwing me off balance so I almost fall over the side. Rude? And I don't need your help getting off this boat, jerk! What a great start. ID card? Oh, I see. Of course. Why do I look so sad? Maybe because you almost made me fall off a boat. I reach into my back pocket and hand over the laminated card I was given on the mainland. Ah, look at my cute picture. He barely looks at it before striding off, grunting over his shoulder. Nice guy. This way. I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. Seems like a nice place. It's beautiful, lush and green. I'm already under its spell. Yeah, I really like forests, but not necessarily like tropical ones, because that's kind of what this place looks like. Because I don't like heat. I don't deal well with sunlight, because I'm like the moon. After no more than a couple of minutes of trekking, we're in base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are two more solid-looking structures, one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. What if it is? What if they're stealing cats and trading them for the secret army? Conspiracy! Illuminati confirmed. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one around apart from an older woman sitting outside, peeling a pile of potatoes. At least we have potatoes. I smile and give her a little nod, but she just stares back at me. That's not awkward at all. Mrs. Marigold. I try not to get paranoid. Okay, someone's staring at you. Don't be paranoid. Here. He stopped at the largest of tents, indicating that I should go inside. Is it my tent? I feel rude just walking in, so I make my presence known first. I'm coming in! Hello? A firm but friendly voice calls out. Come. Professor Popper! It's him! Ah! Wow, what a mess. First of all, maybe you should clean up your dishes a little bit before people come in. Yeah. I walk in, and there he is, hunched over some documents. The great Professor Popper! Look at my face, it's so excited. Sir, it's an honor to meet you, Professor Popper-senpai! Yes, you must be Rain? Come in, my dear. Glad to have you on board. Good journey? Well, actually, we almost crashed into the island. But we're good now! Well, long. Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Let me offer you some refreshment. Water? Coffee? Something stronger, perhaps? Whiskey? I'm fine, thank you. Just some water if you have some. It would be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own. You're just sitting in a tent drinking whiskey by yourself? Jeez. I'd love a cup of tea. If there's a pot on the go? Oh yeah, tea. Definitely. Tea, for sure. I love tea. Yes. No tea? I can tell that you're new. The tea here tastes like cat's piddle. You really don't want to drink it. Maybe that's not actually tea? Maybe that is actually cat's piddle. He pours me a cup of coffee from his canteen instead. It's a good thing I like coffee. I don't, actually. It makes me feel jittery and like I'm gonna vibrate out of the plane of existence. It will take you a while to find your way around and discover how it all works. So, for today, I thought I would get you kitted out, and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. I believe you've already met most of the human locals. Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here. Yes, that's about it. Quite the research team you got here. And the lady outside? Ah, Mrs. Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple, the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Rain, and I'm sure you'll fit in nicely. Okay. Thank you, sir. I hope so. Okay, so first things first. This is your basic kit. He begins to go through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each of them in turn. This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. Wow, it's like it's a backpack. We will be going on plenty of field trips, so it'll be very useful. As will your own water bottle. Some disinfectant hand spray. These are heavy-duty reinforced gloves, which are essential when tagging cats out in the wild. Yeah, because they'll scratch the crap out of you. Don't want any scratches from felines now, do we? No. Yeah, if I get a cat scratch, like, it swells up and itches and burns. It's just the worst. So yeah, I suppose not. I shove each item into my new backpack as he gives them to me. Likewise, these goggles are to be brought along on all field trips. This lot here, he indicates a small pile of what looks like laundry, is basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Portable first aid kit, camping knife with all tool attachments. Finally, and without doubt, most importantly... What is that? This! He holds up something that looks a lot like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one. This is your catalog. Okay. Catalog? Yes, the name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everyone's contact details for you. Listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so we can keep track of them. That's pretty nifty. It's a very valuable piece of equipment, Rain, and I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand? Like, above, like, my life? That's weird. He's looking me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response. Protect this device with your life, Rain. Or else. Yes, sir, of course. I will look after it. Good. You'll get to know all the functions as you go along, but for now, I suggest we take a stroll out to see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to, so you can get to try it out. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go. We head down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go. The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forests, mountains, jungle, beaches, woodland, all of these different geological and ecological zones in one place. It really is most remarkable. That would be kind of difficult on an island. They don't usually have that many different environments. But screw realism, it's a video game. It certainly is. Even the lack of wildlife is, in itself, quite remarkable. What do you mean, Professor? Well, put simply, there's a type of force field that surrounds the island, disallowing anything to enter. What? You mean literally anything? Absolutely. No birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it. Forget my lack of intelligence on the subject, but, we're here? Yeah. If nothing can get in, how did we get here? And why is there a force field? These cats might scare me a little. The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh. Ah, I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in this invisible wall, and that's where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down in all this right now. What you do need to know is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut. Why do I need to know that? He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map in the sand. This is our end of the island. It is very well known to us now. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We have encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress in the region. Satan Cat, is that you? What type of difficulties, Professor? Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect upon humans, introducing nausea at the very least. And at the worst? Satan Cat! Fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage? What the hell? Gosh, that is serious. Yeah, as I say, it's best to keep away, but let's not go into all that now, my dear. You've had a long day. For now, let's just say that we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone, with good reason. Yeah. Okay. I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here. He refers to the map once more, drawing a line just past the center and an X through the end section. There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows closer to home. What if I like the dangerous ones? That was... Oh, this game is weird. He has led me to a spot where a few cats are lounging about. What do you say we try out your catalog now, Rain? He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who is sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. Oh my gosh, look how fluffy and chubby it is! It also has red eyes, which is kind of creepy, but it's cute. The cat lets out a displeased mewl, but doesn't struggle. Its large body, billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arms in lazy resignation. Would you like to have a go at scanning this delightful chap? Oh Oh gosh, delightful chap. I find the on switch and somewhat timidly activate it. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life, emitting a boop 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 sound with a red pulsating light. I select the app labeled Cat Scan, and it loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. The professor holds the cat towards me with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implemented into the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. It's okay. You're still cute. I blow to make a parting and press the catalog to his skin. It's a bit like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. Oh, that sounds awful. That should do it. As he plops the marmalade Tom back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, the cat has been successfully scanned. Floofy Butt! His name is Floofy Butt. Look at that face. Wow. Floofy Butt, I love you. Oh my gosh. Floofy Butt. Name: Floofy Butt. Gender: male. Age: 10 years, 4 months. Breed: red tabby Persian. Eye color: red. Lovely. I love Floofy Butt. Amazing! Yeah. Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofy Butt here, but it looks like you'll have no problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Rain. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started. Well, why don't you get a bit more practice with the catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Oh yes, you are! The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're gonna get on great. Okay, here goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The first cat I approach is very friendly, with beautiful calico markings. It comes towards me, already purring. Hello. Meow. Oh, your name's Trixie. That's so cute. They're all so cute! Name: Trixie. Gender: female. Age: 3 years, 8 months. Breed: calico American Shorthair. Eye color: green. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Snooty Booty! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I like how her arms are like kind of wrinkly in the picture, but like not in like the gross skinless. I like not skinless cats. That would be horrifying. Hairless cats. Like a lot of people think they look really gross and like yeah, they look weird, but like they're also really cute because they're cats and all cats are cute. So there. Snooty Booty. Gender: female, age: 11 years, 1 month, breed: Sphinx, eye color: blue. The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one. McMurphy. Meow, 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 meow! It's like my cat. Name: McMurphy. Gender: male, age: 6 years, breed: brown crossbreed, eye color: green. And finally, the one I've deliberately put off until last. He's been skulking around the edges of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously, as though he could pounce at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto these animals. Well, they do have personalities. They're cats. That face! Hey there. How's it going? His name's Kibbles. That face is just amazing. Kibbles, gender: male, age: 3 years, breed: white British Longhair, eye color: green. All done. I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. I very much did. I enjoyed meeting the cats. The professor lets out a little laugh. I have a feeling you get to know them quite well in time. That's probably enough for your first day, don't you think? It's quite a lot to take in. I am suddenly exhausted, and grateful to be heading back to camp. But the cats. I want to be with the cats. Also, look how cute the loading screen is! Ah! It's quite late by the time I've unpacked and settled myself, but I want to write in my journal entry before I sleep. I'm surprised at how chilly it is. I pulled my sleeping bag right up to my chin, but I still feel goose pimples bloom all over my arms. Shivering, I rub them to warm myself up. I thought this looked like a tropical island. At least at this end. Maybe it's not. It makes me smile to think that this inherent reaction to the cold is what will be keeping my new feline friends warm tonight. My eyelids close, thinking of cats and the island and the professor. The world around me drifts away as I float up into a dream. Okay, if I hadn't picked the devil thing, would the game still be glitching? Answers! I'm not sure how long I've been asleep, but I wake with a violent jolt that leaves me sitting bolt upright. It's too dark to see anything, but I hear a rustling and then a strange electronic noise, one that in my sleepy confusion I can't place right away. Boop, boop, boop. The catalog! Acting on instinct, I scramble to my feet and follow the noise out of the tent. Why is it outside of the tent? I look around me and my fears are confirmed when I catch sight of a pulsing red light getting fainter in the direction of the forest. Did one of the cats steal it? I snap into action, running as fast as I can. Barefoot, dressed in my pajamas, running at full speed into the forest in the dark of night. That doesn't seem like a good idea. I must be crazy! Yeah, just a little. The words of Professor Popper are ringing in my ears. I need you to protect it above all else. Whoa, is that like, are those cat, like, statues, or are those, like, cats? My legs are trembling beneath me. I stop, feeling my heartbeat heavy throughout my body. I wheeze in and out, my breath billowing in front of me in white puffs. I shouldn't feel like this. Why am I so dizzy? 'Cause you've been running? I don't know. I don't do a lot of running because it makes me dizzy. I try to get my bearings and realize I've blundered perilously close to the danger zone. Oh, hello, kitties! Hi, please don't eat me. I could just make out the shapes of some large animals in front of me before my eyes closed and I dropped to my knees. What? I open my eyes. The calico cat I scanned yesterday is sitting in front of me. She drops the catalog at my feet. Thank you? I pass out. Why? What? Don't just give me cute cats and say saving. Is the cat talking to me? Floofy butt. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you okay? What is it? That's just what his face looks like. Don't be ridiculous, Kibbles. It's a human. Oh yeah, yuck. I can smell it now. It smells like a human. Oh, do be quiet. Are they alive? Of course it's alive. It's breathing, you imbecile. Why isn't it moving? Would you come on and give him some space? Move back a bit. Yes, stand back. Move out of my way. Let me have a proper look. I begin to come to. The Sphinx cat is standing over me as I open my eyes. We stare at each other for a moment while I try to take in what's happening. What? Is this one defective? Oh, I feel sick. I'm gonna puke. Right in the cat's face. That'd be awful. The cats watch me intently. Am I going insane? Ouch, my head! What is it chattering about? They're scared and confused. Let me talk to them. Human? Are you alright? You! I remember. You took my catalog! Bitch! Oh, but I gave it back to you. It's in your pocket now. I try to reach into my pocket and realize my hands are scratched to shreds. What? Ow, 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 ow! What's wrong with my hands? I tried to stand. Ow, 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 my feet? What happened to me? Yeah, I guess that's from all the climbing. I told you it wasn't ready for that. What's that? Ready for what? Its anatomical structure is far too delicate.
I tried to slow it down. Yeah, Floof. Try restraining a human who's that determined.
I am filled with determination.
It was like a
Margay? I don't know what that is.
Its anatomical structure didn't seem that delicate to me.
It was like a...
What? What?
You made your own way back to the beach. Okay, but that doesn't explain... I show my bleeding hands. You crawled... Kara? Kara? Who's Kara? That's not my name.
It's a term of endearment.
Kara means face in Spanish, doesn't it? Like, hey, face! It's an Irish thing? Okay, I don't know.
It's inappropriate.
Wait, I crawled? You sure did. Like a cat?
Yep.
All the way from the mountains. Like a bleeding mountain lion. Impressive. But why?
Because you got the sickness.
Shh.
Maybe you should sit down, human. We need to have a talk. Possibly a long talk.
Can you explain why we're able to talk? 'Cause this is not normal. Talk. Yes, that's right. Since when can cats talk? Oh, for goodness sake. Since the dawn of time, how else do you think we communicate?
Ah, stop spitting whiskers, Major. You know full well what the human's saying.
I think the revelation here, Kara, is that you can understand us. Yes, that too. Will someone please explain what the hell is going on here?
Well, we don't fully understand everything ourselves. At least not all the details of how this works.
I think being stood in a forest surrounded by a bunch of talking cats is about as much detail as anybody would want.
I agree.
And more to the point, we were rather hoping you would be able to help us. You are the scientist, after all. What we do know is that the clock has started ticking for you. Like I'm gonna die? What do you mean? Well, there's no easy way to say this to you, Kara.
You'll be catified.
I'll be what? Am I like a werecat now? I mean, I have no idea.
Whether you help or not, you don't have a lot of time before... if I may... It would seem, and we are basing this on our experiences to date, that when a human manages to find themselves in what I believe you call the danger zone, they are vulnerable in ways that they previously were not. That is to say,
you're screwed! You're not helping! Don't make me... His face is just so derpy, but then he's like kinda angry looking. Whoa, Mountain Lion. There'll be no violence of any kind. Forgive me for being a bit panicked here. The vulnerability to which Snooty Booty was referring is simply put, if you are bitten or scratched by an elder cat within the danger zone, you will begin a process of change that ultimately will result in a full feline transition. Okay. Catified. So basically, you're telling me I'm a werecat? See, I called it. I look down, and in amongst the scratches on my right hand are two distinct puncture marks. The reality of my situation descends on me like a cold mist. Basically. Yes. My head is spinning. This is far too much for me to take in. Take a breath now, Kara. You're not looking so good. What? I have started to change? I feel my head for ears, fur, but everything seems to be normal. No. I just meant you're looking a bit shaky. Understandably so. I take a few deep, steady breaths and calm myself enough to say, okay, so, why, how, what? Give me some data. What have you got so far? Just like me. What's the data?
Look, we'll answer everything we can, but the truth is we have more questions than answers ourselves.
So, you said you need my help. What exactly would that entail?
Well, finding our friends would be a start.
The cats on this island,
they're going missing. We don't know what's happening to them, but the body count is rising, and we've hit a wall. The body count? Okay, I thought this game was going to be a little bit weird, but what the hell? A wall of ignorance, maybe. Really, how many times do I have to tell you? The Muellers are to blame. Is this like a gang or something? Muellers? Now, Floofy Boot, there's no need for name-calling. Speaking of name-calling, I'll remind you to call me Major, madam. I like Floofy Butt better. Look, they can't help the way they are. It's a lack of breeding, you know? Overbreeding, if you ask me. Again, Muellers? They're the elder cats, the island originals. They can't speak the way we can, hence the derogatory term, Muellers. And how are they to blame exactly? Well, if I knew that, there would have been no need for this elaborate kidnapping. I just love their faces in the corner. It's hardly proving to be a roaring success after all. Look, Kara. What does Kara mean, though? All we really know is that we are no longer safe on this island. The elders who live within the danger zone are hostile towards us. Not sure why, it's just always been that way. And now, because cats are being taken, nowhere else is safe either. You expect the occasional mishap. We live in an undomesticated world here, after all. But lately, cats have been disappearing almost every day. Even the last human we catified went missing. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, what? Let's not open old wounds, Kibbles. Yes, onwards and upwards. Well, first things first, this werecat thing. Catification! Transition! Whatever! How does it work? Time passes, then you transform into a cat. That was kind of already stated. Yeah! It's a gradual process. It's different for everyone, but you won't just turn overnight. The clock is ticking, however. The first side effect of the transition is being able to understand us. Well, some of us. Not the elders, obviously. Not all the domestics, either. Then you have the whole heightened senses thing. The increased agility, the crazy body hair stuff. Oh great, I'm gonna get hairier. Let's not worry the human with all the details just yet. I assume there's an antidote? I'm afraid you're gonna be disappointed in that assumption. Great. So I'm gonna turn into a cat. Hopefully with my science powers, I can figure out how not to turn into a cat. Hang on. You said there was someone else who you'd put in this position. Well, let's hope you're a better bet than they were. Unfortunately, they weren't able to discover the antidote or get our fronts back. I know where their notes are, though. Really? Trade. Huh? You help us, and I'll give you their progress reports. So what do you say, Kara? Will you help us? Help the kitties or do not help them? But like, if I don't help them, then I just turn into a cat. And just like keep going on with my life. If I help them, maybe I can not turn into a cat, and that'd be a lot more interesting anyway. Help the kitties. Not much of a choice, really, is it? Afraid not. Okay, fine. So where do I start? Is there anything you can tell me that would help me track down your missing friends? Well, no one listen to sense. Start with the Muellers. And I'll eat my hat if it doesn't end there, too. You don't have a hat. Floofy Butt should have a hat. Like a little top hat. That'd be so cute. Don't mind him. He's set in his ways. We have every reason to believe the abductors take place in your part of the island. Would the abductions take place in your part of the island? Well, like scientists? Yes, nowhere near the danger zone, or the elders. It doesn't make me feel safe. Well, that doesn't make much sense. But I suppose nothing does around this place. My catalog starts beeping. Oh, my alarm! I have to get to work! You run along now. We don't want you arousing suspicions with your people. You can meet with us later. I'll make sure those reports are in your tent before this evening. Thanks, Kara. You're one in a million. I imagine the odds are far greater than that, given your new health status. Go! And thanks from all of us. Okay, so, that was a lot more weird than the weird I was expecting. I thought I was just gonna be a human dating cats, but apparently I'm turning into a cat. There's Satan Cat, which I am very scared about. There's the Elder Mueller's cats, who, like, are able to turn humans into cats. Like, this is so much more weird than what I thought I was signing up for, but I'm very much for it. I like the weird. But thank you for joining me on this adventure. I hope we meet again. Farewell.